Hey, welcome back to another exciting pool episode of Rosco Reviews. In our previous episode, we used our leak detecting dye to determine where the pool was leaking. We found out that it is leaking from behind the light where the cord enters the wall. So we're going to patch that hole with some pool repair putty. I will link this pool repair putty and the leak detecting dye in the description of the video. I'm going to have my beautiful assistant, also known as my wife Courtney, hold the GoPro down into the pool hole so that you can see how I patch it. If you're trying to determine where your pool is leaking, you will need a dye kit like this. They are available on Amazon. I will include them in the link below. And if you want to see how to do it, you can click right up here where I will link the video of how to determine where your pool is leaking.
The pool repair putty is a two-part epoxy. As you can see, it's green on the outside and white on the inside. Rip off a chunk of that should be big enough to cover the hole that you're trying to fill, and you're going to mash it around in your hands until the two parts become the same color so that it's one color uniform throughout. You don't want any swirls in there, so you're going to want to mash it around for a good little while. With your repair putty thoroughly mixed, we can mash it into the gap where we had our leak. Now, the leak that we have that we're patching right now is around the outside of the conduit where the wire goes in. It's not the conduit itself that was leaking. If the dye was getting sucked directly into the conduit, then you might need to fill the whole thing. In our case, we just need to fill the gap around the conduit between that and the metal housing for the light. With the hole patched, while the putty is still soft, I want to go ahead and check for leaks again. That way I can tell if I need to manipulate the putty around some more in order to fill the gap. As I inject some dye around and inside the conduit, it is all just slowly drifting away, so it is not getting sucked into there like it was before. So I think we've got our hole thoroughly patched.
All right, so we mashed the putty into the hole where our leak was, and then we tested it with the dye. Seemed to be holding the dye into the pool, and it wasn't sucking it out like it was before, so hopefully we've got our leak fixed. I'm gonna go ahead and let that putty set up because this will harden underwater and stick to that pipe. So once that putty's set up, then I'm gonna test it again, but we should be good to go. I hope you found this video helpful. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you back here next time.